afternoon. Got the pack loaded, the Stone Glacier, the bow. It's the day before the season here. I've never been into this area. Never hunted it, never had a tag here, so this is going to be an adventure. I am loaded down with 4 days worth of food and gear, and we're going to go try to find a good muley buck and get packed in there a ways and see where they're at, and hopefully find water, because this creek here is dry. So pack as much water as I can, but that's going to be the big factor of how long I can stay, is how much water I got. So stay tuned. Should be a good, cool morning tomorrow. Making our way up. It's hot. Well, as you can see, looks like this whole thing is just bare. No vegetation. That's because domestic sheep. The grazing allotment layer on Go Hunt maps said that the allotment was another about 2 miles that way. But this has all been grazed to the ground by sheep. And deer don't like sheep, so there's no food in sheep. Looks like they moved them out of here. They're down in the private, but we'll see. Might have to keep going higher, just see where the feed is. Been out here glassing for about an hour now. It's about prime time, but so far I've spotted one dead elk, a bull, looks like a smaller bull, and a coyote that was sitting next to it. So we have seen some horns, but no critters besides the coyote. So we need to find some deer. Hopefully it was hot today, so hopefully they're just waiting to come out. But hopefully we spot a deer in here. Well, first evening here. It's the day before the opener. I guess I glassed for, a good 2.5, 3 hours after I set up camp, and was unable to spot a single deer. So that was a real bummer. This spot's turned into be a bust. I've heard bad things about this unit, but just wanted to be positive, so I think we'll give this spot the morning glass, and if we're not seeing any bucks or any deer, we're gonna pack out of here and try a different spot in the unit. But right now it's kind of a dead zone. Saw that one coyote, and there's a dead elk up there, but that's it. There's camp. Cloudy this morning. Morning. So far, been glassing up here. It's real hazy, as you can see. Looks like smoke rolled in on us. But been glassing, making glassing hard with the smoke. But So far we found the sheep, found some cattle way over on this other side, and no deer. Another coyote right next to camp this morning, but does not seem to be a high deer population. Usually you'd see a doe. So we're gonna keep glassing. I'm gonna probably work down this ridge, get to a different point, see if they're just in the bottom or something. I'm not seeing them, but we're gonna keep trying. It's opening day. This whole trip up in this country was a doe, but I was happy to see her. She was down below me here in the saddle, but that's a good sign. There are some deer that I've been moving around. I had a little forky buck down at the bottom of this here, and he blew at me. He saw me when he walked out of the brush, so I didn't get any good film of him, but it seems like the deer are, I mean, I've seen two, but I haven't seen them up high in the flats or in the sage or in the brushy stuff, so we're gonna just keep moving and glassing and see if we can't find something to stalk in on. Big bull. Big bull right there. This was camp last night. It's a pretty decent view. These wasps, bugs, things, flies are driving me insane. But so we haven't found many deer. 2 deer in an evening and a morning glassing. I heard elk, a couple coyotes, and I have covered a lot of country. So I'm thinking, might as well do it now. It's gonna suck, but pack up everything, pack the tent up, pack everything up again, pack down out of here, try to get into another spot tonight and glass, and up a different drainage and maybe look at some different stuff. But we're not doing any good sitting here and at least I have service, but it's not doing me any good to stay here if there's no deer, so gotta go somewhere where there's more deer. As much as it sucked to pack up camp and everything, I looked over this next basin just to give it one last look, but I still have a feeling that there's a lot more of anything different. There's 2 trails running up this drainage too in this basin, and I just don't think there's a whole pile of deer living up here. So it's great looking country and awesome mule deer habitat, but it's been overgrazed. There's not a whole lot of food. There's elk, sheep, and cows. So we're gonna go try a different spot this evening. Hopefully glass up some bucks. So stay tuned, and got a long pack out, but hopefully it'll be worth it. Headed up. Down in a new area today. It's real smoky, but I do have a buck spotted, but he is deep into private, and it looks to be like a little 3-point or a little 4-point. We'll get the phone scope on and check him out. It'd be cool if he was on public. I heard this unit wasn't very good, but I wanted to give it a try. But there's no hunting pressure, so that's kind of nice for an archery tag. And I'm kind of seeing why there's no hunting pressure. It's because there's hardly any deer to hunt. I mean, I'm hearing moose move around down in these trees, but and then those elk and just a few deer. That one buck on private in the flats and the hay fields. So I don't know what to do. We will have to come back in rifle season or keep trying, and I don't know where to go. We'll see. I don't know if anyone's dealt with this before, but I'm kind of feeling a little sick right now. I think it's either heat exhaustion or heat stroke or something. Got a raging headache. I get super hot. I get the chills real bad. So I think I've just been pushing myself a little too hard the last few days in the heat. And I might be heading home in the morning, rest up, because we got another mule deer hunt where I know bucks are. So hopefully we do a little better there. We'll come back here in rifle season or something. Right now I just need to get back to the truck and just get the feeling better. This ain't good. Howdy. On my way down to my elk hunt. Still have that Idaho tag. So I got, it's a rifle tag now. So see, it's a little winter wonderland down here. But figured to try to find a deer real fast. Get it done. The roads are pretty sloppy though. And so I'm walking up this one. But we're gonna have a ton of time in here because if it warms up, these roads are gonna be real bad. So I'm just gonna try to do a quick glass. Got about 1,000-yard hike, then another couple, I don't know, just about a mile hike, get up to a glassing spot, glass. If nothing, we gotta get out of here before this thaws out, or we'll be stuck in here. Oh, just got on a doe and 2 fawns right here. So hopefully we can walk up on a buck like that. I have him at like 50 yards. what's